guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Samantha and I go by @the_Inner_Empress here on YouTube and on my Instagram. If you are a new viewer, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope that the message resonates with you, and just know that you've clicked on this video in the right time, for the right reason, for the right message. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what you get from this. If it resonates, please comment down below, let me know. That really helps me. And if you are returning, then thank you so much for coming back. Really hope that you guys enjoy this video. I know I'm a little bit late. This is your March 2021 predictions. Life has just been crazy lately and I just haven't had a chance to get around to recording this video, but I'm finally getting it up, and I hope so far that March has been treating you guys well. I know that with the new moon in Pisces and just Pisces season, it could be a lot, and you might feel overwhelmed and a lot of emotions and just not sure where to go or what to do or what to think, because it's just, there's a lot happening. So hopefully this video helps give you some clarity and some understanding and some grounding, and gets you excited for Aries season. That's my season. And gets you really motivated to see, what's going to happen towards the end of this month, now that we're moving out of Pisces season into Aries season, and then those seeds that will be planted moving on into the rest of the year. So I will show you guys the cards. We're not doing stones this time. We're just going to go with our intuition and numbers. So we have 5 piles. I thought that was very interesting that we did 5 piles and 5 tarot cards per pile. 5 in numerology represents big, happy changes, like very big changes, life changes, things moving around. So I feel like that just really represents what March is about, what Pisces and Aries season is all about, what spring is about, just change, new life, new beginnings, and it's all super exciting and really great. So if you want to see more videos like this one, then please subscribe, hit that post notification bell, give me a like if this video resonated, and let me know if it did, what pile it resonated with. And if it didn't, you can let me know that too. Either way, your feedback helps, and it's greatly appreciated. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get into it. Alrighty, so we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, and pile 5. So you guys can take a moment if you haven't done a pick a card reading. The way that I like to choose my cards is by closing my eyes, taking 3 deep mindful breaths. Don't really think about what you need, like which pile you need. Just think about what you need to know right now, and then a number should pop into your head, or maybe you'll feel more drawn, to one part of the screen rather than the other. Another thing that I've been recently doing is you can stand up, close your eyes, take a deep breath, march in place like 2-3 times, and say pile 1. And if you sway forward, that means you need it. If you sway backwards, that means it's a no. And you can go through with each pile. So, or if you have your own way that you like to choose with your intuition, that's totally fine. Those are just some suggestions, some things that I've done in the past. So yeah, take a minute, close your eyes. Take a minute, close your eyes, pick the pile and the number that resonates most with you, and then you can find the timestamp below for your reading. Hello, pile 1. If you picked pile 1, then this reading is for you. I hope that it resonates, and let's see what is going on for you in the month of March 2021. So right off the bat, we have unconditional love with the number 33 and the stone diamond. So you guys can be feeling very loving. You might be feeling very supported, very loved in this moment. This could be something that you've been learning, a lesson that you've been learning on how to provide unconditional love. Maybe you're being tested right now in a relationship or a friendship, and your patience is running thin, but Spirit is reminding you to practice unconditional love. So I'm very curious to see what else comes from that. So let's get started. So we have the Hanged Man upright, the 7 of Cups in reverse, the 10 of Swords in reverse, the 10 of Wands in reverse. Very interesting. And the Chariot upright. Okay, So we have 2 major arcana cards that are upright, and then 2 10s in reverse as well as a 7. However, this is a progression. Very interesting. Okay. So the Hanged Man, let's just look, because this deck is so different that I kind of want to highlight the uniqueness. So the Hanged Man has the Roman numerals 10 and 2. So you add that, you get a 12, you add that, and then you get a 3. You also had 33 in your Oracle card off the bat. So I feel like you've been seeing 333. 3 is a very important number to you. Something is happening around the number 3. March is also the 3rd month. So that could have something to do with what you are thinking of or what you're wondering about. But 3 also represents like guidance from your loved ones, angelic guidance, spiritual guidance, and like protection. So that is also, this could be a message from your spirit guide saying that you are unconditionally loved and they have your back no matter what. But it's interesting because I feel like I'm reading this pile like this is the beginning, this is the end, and this is the chaos in the middle. So in the beginning, you've been kind of going with the flow, and you know, you're in the beginning of the month, you've been trying to, you know, just woo-sa, let things go, and practice this unconditional love, practice positive vibes and higher thinking and manifestation. But then you had a lot of options in maybe regards to love or something, and you kind of either have let that get the best of you, or you have since made a decision out of these options, okay? I'm going to kind of do a brief overview of the cards and then go into depth more with it. And then with the 10 of Swords, this could have been you were completely overthinking and stressing out about something and just wondering what if. But with it being in reverse, I feel like either you have stopped that, which is amazing this month, or this is telling me that this is what you will do. You will stop the overthinking and the stressing and the doubting and the self-sabotaging, because you know deep down, if you just go Hanged Man style and just go with the flow and see where life takes you, roll with the punches, you know it's all going to work out. Okay? And then we have the 10 of Wands in reverse as well. So this to me means like you guys have either have been this month or will be carrying a lot on your plate, either with work, relationships, friendships, personal life, however that may apply to you. It's going to be a very busy, overwhelming month. However, this is in the reverse and it's the shadow. So I feel like this is saying that you are breaking these ties, okay? You're breaking this habit of when you're overwhelmed, you freak out, you lash out, you panic, you don't function from a place of love. You function from a place of fear and self-doubt and confusion. So I think, I said chaos before, but I really think that the middle is just representing old habits or something that's going to die in March, which is great. You like having these things leave your life is not only going to make room for these new beginnings and new manifestations, especially during this time of March, Aries season, spring, but it's going to help you go from just going with the flow to actually having movement forward with the Chariot. This also represents Cancer, so maybe something that you're doing this month or something that has happened this month or will happen this month will show its full form in Cancer season, which is end of June and to the middle of July. This is also a 7, which is abundance and just the best number. It's abundance and luck and spiritual guidance, and just 7's so great. So maybe you've also been seeing 7s. You could be dealing with a Cancer if this has to do with relationships. You can be a Cancer. You don't have to be, though. That's not really relevant. That's just something I like to throw out there. But overall, I feel like in the month of March, you are going to be releasing a lot of old patterns, things that don't serve you, mindsets that don't serve you, and you're really making room for the new. You're really practicing unconditional love. You're really starting to put yourself forward. You're really starting to trust and believe in yourself, and that is what's bringing you to this movement forward towards what you want, whether it be a relationship, a job, a house, whatever it is. Okay, that's awesome. Love that. What do I want to do? Alright, we're going to pull from the Divine Tarot to get some more information. I love this energy so far for you guys in March. This is awesome. I'm very excited. I feel like in March, everybody just has that push where the beginning you're kind of in your feels, in your thoughts, because Pisces season is very intuitive, very internal. And then towards the end, you get Aries season, which is just the doer, the goer, the motivator, positive vibes only, and you just are going to be like catapulted forward into what you've been wanting and manifesting. Okay. Jeez. Of course that falls. Of course it falls. Alrighty. Gotta love it. Okay. So, we have the Knight of Coins upright. We have the King of Cups upright. Beautiful. And the Empress upright. I freaking love this energy, guys. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I'm here for it. I love it. This is just kind of tying up with a perfect little bow exactly what I just said. You are really working hard and diligently. You could be a Taurus with the coins and the Empress, but you have been working very hard at changing habits, changing your ways, changing for the better in order to bring in better things in your life. Then you have the King of Cups. So this is just telling me that you have gotten in control of your emotions. You are starting to figure it out. You are starting to really, like I said, trust yourself and own your power and believe in yourself. And then the Empress is just saying everything that you're planting, all your ideas are all going to be coming to fruition. You're learning how to mother yourself, whether you're a male or a female. You're finally learning how to take care of yourself, and like I keep saying, putting yourself forward. That also goes with the Chariot, because I feel like Cancers are very maternal, male or female. They're very caring. They really advocate for taking care of yourself and making sure you're okay. So that's just fantastic. I love that. I love that. I love that. All right, let's see if we can get another Medicine Oracle card for pile 1. Pile 1. Thank you. Wow, interesting. Okay, I'm going to pull these two. So what popped out was going within. Okay, we have the number 13, inner world, and the Boji stone. So 13 you add gets a 4, and then the 4 represents home, grounding, stability, etc. And then we have moving forward on the bottom of the deck, which kind of just goes with everything I was just talking about. And then this number is 19, which you add to 10, and then you get a 1, which is new beginnings. So I think this is what... I'm feeling what Spirit is trying to tell you is they acknowledge that in the beginning of the month you were going within, you were kind of in this chaotic energy with the 7 of Cups in reverse, the 10 of Wands in reverse, the 10 of Swords in reverse, and it just felt like it was you against the world. Maybe you were overstressed, overwhelmed, feeling like way too in your feelings with a relationship or a new lover type of thing, and because you took the work, you took a step back and you actually went within and thought, what's the best way to go about this? How do I break these habits and not fall into these patterns? But instead, come from a place of unconditional love. Come from a place of release and acceptance. They're saying they're very proud of you for that, because now everything that you've been working hard towards is going to come to you. Everything's going to be moving forward this month, whether it hasn't happened. Like I keep saying, either this is something that is happening currently, or it's going to happen by the end of the month, where you are going to see the shift in your personality, the shift in your outlook, the shift in your life in an amazing way. You are going to be the most confident and the happiest you've been within yourself in a very long time. You're going to see all of your hard work finally pay off. You're going to feel just so good and comfortable in your own skin, and I just love this feeling. This is such an amazing, motivating feeling, and I'm so freaking happy for you guys. I got drawn to this. I wanted to pull from the astrology deck, but my guides told me to pick the angel deck, so here we go. Alright, angels, what do we need to tell pile 1? What messages do we have for pile 1? and their amazing energy, this movement forward. If this is a relationship or a business venture, is this something that's going to happen? If it's something that they've been asking about, give them an answer. Ooh, that was very quick. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. You cannot make this shut up. Okay, so hard yes. Please don't fall. I'm not even going to pull anymore. Oh, actually, I lied. Bottom of the deck, opportunity. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy, guys. I'm so excited for March for you guys. I can't wait to hear what happens in this month. If this is already resonating with you, please let me know in the comments below. If it hasn't, but you feel like this is happening, also let me know, and come back next month and let me know. Did this happen? Do you understand what this is? How amazing was it when you actually got that opportunity, when you actually got moved forward? And I just feel like it's going to be like a promotion at your job, or you're going to gain money out of nowhere, or you're going to have new networking opportunities. A relationship is going to start forming this month and become like not solid, where maybe if it's still new, you might not make it official, but you are going to kind of know that this is your person. I am just so excited for you guys. My heart is bursting. I love it. You know what? Let me just... That was supposed to be the end of the reading, but I really want to pull from my astrology deck for you guys and just see, because we can maybe find out your sign or who you're dealing with, when this will happen. Let's see. This is a deck that I like to read from the book, just because there is so much knowledge in this book. Like, there's so much to understand, and I love it. So I'm going to try to interpret, but I do like to read from the book with this deck. It's just very insightful. So pile one. My pile one babes. And this beautiful energy. That was way too many, so let's try that again. Okay, Venus. So like I said, you could be a Taurus, you could be dealing with a Taurus. This could be a very strong love connection or a love interest. And the bottom of the deck we have Pallas Athena, or Athena. So with Venus, I think it's kind of obvious that this is love. You're focusing on your self-care, your beauty, your relationship, and the fact that you got unconditional love, and all of this is kind of about love in some way or another. It's just funny that you guys got Venus, but I'm going to look up the Pallas Athena just to give you guys some clarity. Okay. So this represents the warrior. So like I said, you guys could have gone through some stuff in this month, or you will be going through some stuff. It doesn't mean that it's going to be bad, but some stuff will have been had. When Pallas appears in your reading, it's time to make a plan. Weighing the pros and cons of a situation is going to help you in the long run. The physical act of writing your ideas down brings them to life. This helps us look at the bigger picture. We often think just about our next step, but strategizing further down the line will help ensure our victory. Become a defender of your community. Pallas is not a me energy, it's a we energy. Just like we have to look at the bigger picture of a personal situation, we are also part of the bigger picture in society. Your friends and neighbors may have ideas that can be utilized to benefit everybody. And the key words are intelligence, creativity, wisdom, liberation, diplomacy, zealous, overly critical. So if you guys are Tauruses, that definitely fits your description. However, I think it's just reminding you that there's so much that you guys have, so much opportunity, and I think I mentioned it, that you guys will have new opportunities for possibly networking. So this is a work-related question or wondering. I think that you need to start being open to everything and every opportunity, because even if that opportunity is not the one for you, it's going to lead you to where you're supposed to be. Okay, so that's your reading, pile 1. I hope that you enjoyed, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be your March 2021 prediction. I apologize for the change in lighting and in my outfit, as you'll see from my sleeve. It's different from the intro, but I'm filming this the following day. Stuff came up and I'm filming this the following day. My laptop was dying and a few things were going on in my house, so I figured let me just take a break and come back to it when I'm ready. So let's hop right into it. We have your oracle card on top, and then some tarot cards, like I mentioned in the preview, like I mentioned in the intro. We have 5 piles and 5 cards in each pile. So we will go through that, and then as needed, I will pull some oracle cards. So also, I have this white candle burning, thanks to my best friend Kayla. If you're watching this, thank you. But I decided to light this candle just to have a white candle going for protection and positive vibes during your reading. So please go give Kayla a follow. I will tag her Instagram and her YouTube channel down below. She is also a tarot card reader and intuitive psychic empath. So if you like my content, you will definitely like hers. And yeah, okay, let's get started. So right off the bat, we have the crystal blessing. So right off the bat, we have the crystal blessing, and it has the number 8, which is financial abundance. So you guys could be asking about financial abundance, manifesting financial abundance, something with finances or abundance overall is a big focus for this group. You guys can be somebody who is waking up their third eye or already has their third eye woke. You could be manifesting through meditation. You could be seeing your manifestations happening. But this group is definitely very psychic, whether they have been or they're awakening to this now. And they are very, very abundant. You also have a lot of ancient wisdom with the old woman on the card. That, or you can have a grandmother figure coming through. I do feel some sort of maternal energy, so that could resonate with you as well. But let's get started with your tarot cards. So right off the bat, we have the Page of Cups in reverse, the 9 of Swords in reverse, the 2 of Wands upright, the Temperance shadow side upright. Move these guys over. We have the Knight of Swords upright, and the Cosmic Mirror upright. I love this, guys. Wow. Okay. So you guys had 6 cards. I remember this pile had a few cards that popped out. So you guys have more light than shadow, which neither one is bad nor good. However, with the Cosmic Mirror, this is saying whichever card that it pops up near, that is a big emphasis, or emphasize that the most. So this popped up after the Knight of Swords, so I'll put this with the Knight of Swords. So with the Knight of Swords, this is telling me that you guys are very goal-oriented, very driven. You guys have a methodical, logical plan. You guys like to plan. You know where you're going. You know how to get there. You think for yourself. You're very, not opinionated. You're very strong-minded and very confident in your thought process. You're not the type of person that needs to get other people's opinions, or you don't let other people's opinions sway your opinion. You're very confident and sure in yourself. And that is a very big message. And if the Oracle card resonated with you in terms of abundance, then the Cosmic Mirror highlighting this is just saying, because of this attitude, because of the Knight of Swords energy, you are able to get all of this abundance. Your third eye your third eye opening up, and the ability to really tap into your spirituality, okay? Because you are thinking very clearly. You are thinking with your third eye, with your spirituality as well. You can be a Sagittarius with the Temperance card. And if you are, then this is just showing the opposite side of Sag, which I will explain. So Sages are normally very outgoing, very people-oriented, very benefit of the doubt. They're the peacemaker. They like to explore and question, and if this is you with the shadow, it's telling me that you, not necessarily that you're not the peacemaker or you're not like outgoing, it's more of you really don't care what other people say. Well, no, because Sages usually don't care what people say. They can be very blunt. So I think that this is just highlighting the blunt side of your Sag energy, where you're not going to be the one that's like, oh, well, you know, they did say blah, 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 or, you know, she was feeling blah, blah, blah. Like, you're not going to give people the benefit of the doubt, and you're not going to try to people please. I know Sages don't like saying no. It's hard for them to say no. It's hard for them to disappoint, and this is just emphasizing, based on your Knight of Swords energy, that that's not something that you're worried about, and that's not something that you're going towards. With the Wands and the Swords, I feel like this is something that you're thinking about. So with the Wands and the Swords, I think you have something that you are really, really leaning towards. You're in between two options or two pathways. There's two things that you really, really want, that you really, really care about. You're definitely leaning more towards one. Even in this picture, the one is kind of leaning more towards the side. And you know what you want to do. You know the outcome. And for some reason, you're doubting. Like, in this moment, I think the message overall is Spirit saying you are so confident, so sure, you know what you want, you know how to get there, like I said. So why are you doubting yourself? Why are you going back and forth with this Knight of Swords? You're overthinking it. You're not just acting with your gut. Be a Sag, be spontaneous. Don't let anything influence you. Like, keep with this Knight of Swords energy and the typical Sag energy. Just go for it. You know what you want, and you can't make the wrong decision because you are divinely guided. With the Page of Cups in reverse, this could be a new idea. This could be a new relationship or a new love interest that maybe you are unsure of the person. Like, you could be between two people. You could be trying to harness in your own emotions regarding the situation, but Spirit is telling you there's no reason to hold back or to not show your true colors and show your true desires, what you want from the situation, because this is going to be your person. This is going to end up going in the direction that you want it to. So just continue with this Knight of Swords. I keep repeating myself, but continue with the confidence, knowing what you want, going after what you want. You know what you need to do to get the outcome that you want. So just do it. Stop overthinking it. Very clear message here. I'm going to pull some Divine Tarot cards as clarifiers. So pile 2, clarifier. All right, so we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. Definitely has to do with a relationship of some sort, a new love interest. Thank you. We have the High Priestess upright. So another message of, you know what you need to do, you know what you want, so just go for it. Pile 2. Thank you. And the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, beautiful energy, guys. And the bottom of the deck, we have, again, the Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, so you are definitely holding back because this is a new energy, or this is a new love interest, a new relationship, and you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket because that's something that you've done in the past and it hasn't ended out well for you. However, Spirit is saying you have been asking about this, you've been meditating on it. This is the type of abundance that you've been wanting. You want this relationship, this feeling of togetherness, and you have this opportunity, and you know you do, so why are you holding back? With the 10 of Cups in reverse, it's telling me that you are scared of losing something or never obtaining this 10 of Cups. So upright, this is the perfect happy ending. You know, you have the family, the white picket fence. In this deck, it's depicted with 3 people staring, and this could also represent somebody who is possibly cross-watching you. If you guys don't know what that is, that's somebody who is spying on you, or kind of putting the evil eye, the malocchio if you're Italian, whatever the case may be, whatever you believe in. That is what you might be feeling, that you don't want to either pursue it or not pursue it. You don't want to publicize this or fully commit because you're just like, well, every time I do that, something bad happens. You might be feeling like this bad juju will get to you. Spirit is saying, don't worry about it. You have to tap into this high priestess energy because you know exactly, this is a weird angle. Spirit's telling you to tap into this high priestess energy because you know exactly what you need to do. You know exactly what's going to come of it. And they want you to kind of run with your intuition here because this is your soulmate. This is your person. The Page of Cups in reverse can also be representing that maybe the person or you might be a little bit emotionally immature, and that's why this hesitation's coming in, but they're telling you to trust your gut, okay? Either way. And then the Wheel of Fortune, no matter what decision you make, it's moving you in the direction that you need to be, okay? So take that as it resonates, and then we are going to pull another medicine oracle deck, or another medicine oracle card. Okay, so we have the retreat card with the number 24, and then 24, you add it and you get a 6. So the 6 represents, for me, look at what you need to change. Look at the mindset that you need to change, or the outlook that you need to change. Look at the scenario or the people that you need to change in your life. Look at what needs to be changed in this situation. And also retreat can be, like, you need to go away. You need to take a vacation. You need to take a moment to yourself, take a step back. And again, I know I'm saying to go with the flow and go with your gut, and this is your person. That doesn't mean that you need to be up there about 24/7, okay? So they're telling you if you have the opportunity to travel, to go to a place with a mountain, to take some time for yourself, then do it. Get out in nature. Nature is going to be a very, very big healer for you, especially with the spring coming up. I think this is a whole new beginning overall, and being out in nature is only going to benefit you. We are going to pull some angel answers. So pile 2, what needs to be heard, honored, and said. For pile 2. Thank you. Okay, the answer is no. So not necessarily that this person isn't your person. If this is something that you've been feeling in your gut, I would say the answer is yes. If you're thinking about anything else regarding the situation, then I would take that as a no. I feel like this is a pretty hard yes. However, if your gut is telling you, no, this isn't my person, then let that card resonate as it will. Let's get one more. Spirit for pile 2. Woo! Thank you, Spirit. Hold on. Wow, what did I just say? Listen to your intuition, okay? So I think the answer was no to a question that you were asking after the whole "this is your person" came out. And then Spirit is kind of not mocking you, but they're like, just listen to your intuition, okay? You know, like we've been saying, you have the High Priestess energy. You know what the deal is. Everything is fine. You cannot make the wrong decision with this Wheel of Fortune. No matter what decision you end up going with, it's going to be the right one for you. So lastly, we're going to pull some Arcana of Astrology cards. Spirit, give us guidance for pile 2. And with this deck, it's newer, and I do read intuitively, but I like to read from the book with this deck just because there is so much wisdom and knowledge in each card and the description for it, and I feel like it resonates really, really hard. So I will be reading the description. Okay, so we have Virgo. So you can be dealing with a Virgo. You could be a Virgo yourself, have Virgo in your chart. Virgo energy with wanting everything to be perfect and done in the right time, in the right way, as you would say. Or you could be a Virgo emotionally right now, and that could mean that you're taking it very slow. I feel like Virgos and Tauruses and Capricorns move very slow to begin with in love, but Virgos can be with you for 7 years and still not open up about things that need to be opened up about. So you might be kind of hesitant, like I said, and Spirit is telling you to let go of those fears, follow your intuition, and listen to your gut. If you want to text the person that you miss them, do it. If you want to see this person, do it. If you need space, do it. Like, either way, just listen to your intuition and stop trying to make things work or trying to make things not work. Okay, let it be what it is. All right, Spirit, one more card for pile 2, please. Okay, and we have Capricorn. So, you can be a Capricorn as well. You could be an earth sign. You can have a lot of earth in your chart. Or, again, you are trying to play it cool in a type of situation, trying to be the one that doesn't really go after it and not really showing much emotion. And Spirit is telling you not to do that. Let's see what the book says, though. So, for Virgo, it says, let's see, it's time to tie the loose ends up in your life. Incomplete projects need to be finished. People who don't appreciate your value have got to go, and family who don't respect your boundaries need to be reminded of them. Your needs must take priority before you can think of everyone else. Virgo may also be here to teach you how to express yourself constructively. Don't wait to share how you are feeling until it's too late. Letting resentment build until it explodes is unhealthy and damaging. And your keywords are supportive, organized, priorities, constructive, and boundaries. So again, if you are feeling a certain type of way, vocalize it. Don't feel like you need to hide it and keep it in. Also, prioritize what is important, okay? Self-care is very important. Even in this book, it just said, where was it? Your needs must take priority before you can think of everyone else, okay? So definitely take some time for yourself. Stop trying to force things to work or not work. Just go with the flow. Trust your gut, okay? You know what's best for you. And then Capricorn often appears when we are under a lot of pressure to succeed, and this can cast a more serious shadow on our personality. This energy can be effectively channeled into anything we want, so grab a pen and paper and outline the steps to reaching your goal. Be realistic, but remember that believing in yourself is the most important part of the process. If you have been pushing hard and not seeing progress, it may be time to take a step back and evaluate your process. Maybe you need to change up your routine or assign certain tasks to specific days when you know they will be getting your undivided attention. Don't worry, you will get where you want to be. Determined, hardworking, logical, focused, respect, and insecure. So maybe you're feeling insecure. Maybe you feel like a relationship is the last thing you need right now because you have so much on your plate. Either way, I completely understand. However, Spirit is telling you to vocalize these things. Trust your intuition. Trust your gut. Okay? I hope that this resonated a pile too. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And I will see you in your next one. Bye. We are going to see what has to come through in general this month, March 2021. As I mentioned in the intro, we have an oracle card and 5 tarot cards. I have a white candle lit for protection and positive vibes this month. And we will start off with what I already have pulled off camera, and then I will shuffle some oracle cards and some extra tarot as clarification on camera. So to get started, we have the Divine Feminine. Oh, I love this already, with the number 10 and the moon. Okay, so add 1 and 0, you get 1. So new beginnings, leadership, tapping into that Divine Feminine and owning it. Okay, you could be an Aries possibly with, let me just get this up. Thank you. Okay, with being the first sign of the zodiac. Okay, the Page of Serpents in reverse. Alright, so we have the Page of Serpents in reverse. The Ace of Cups. Love that energy. The King of Wands. The Four of Cups. The Nine of Wands. And the King of Serpents. Okay, so we have a lot of inner feels, a lot of shadow cards. Doesn't mean anything bad, however, this is just kind of giving me a rundown of your mindset right now. So, pile 3. You guys are tapping into your divine feminine. You are becoming more intuitive, being more intuitive with your day-to-day life. And that is shown with the Ace of Cups. I don't feel like the cups represent a love interest right now, but we will see. But right off of the bat, there's a lot happening. There's a lot of big change, a lot of big things that you want and that are coming to you. You are also kind of putting all of your eggs in one basket here with the Four of Cups. I feel like with whatever this is in regards to, you have one thing that you're favoring the most and you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself to get this one thing, or you want this one thing to unfold and happen. And Spirit is telling you to not do that. That is coming from a place of fear and ego and lack, and not abundance and confidence and trusting in the universe, okay? The Nine of Wands here, this is representing that you're almost at the next chapter when it comes to something that you really care about. A career, possibly, a job, a friendship. It could be a relationship, but I'm not feeling it. I think this is definitely more work-related, career-related, path, like your soul's purpose. This is what I'm feeling, okay? So especially with the Divine Feminine, I feel like you guys can be very intuitive, and you've been trying to make the intuition work for you and get your powers and your gifts out there. With the Page of Serpents, it's also the Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is telling me that you have a lot of great ideas, a lot of business ventures and ideas, but you're not really utilizing your connections or your talents or your platforms the way that you should be, okay? And then with the King of Wands as well, I feel like this is telling me that you are very strong, you are very stubborn, you can be very, very passionate and hot-headed, and you kind of are the type of person that when you have an idea, that's what you go with, which goes back to the Four of Cups. Like, you focus on that one thing, and that's what you keep pushing towards, instead of kind of seeing all options and seeing it from all different perspectives. You also are stuck in your ways, so you are very rarely going to take outside opinion or outside advice, which is great. But with it being the shadow side, Spirit's telling you to start listening, and really, like, not just listening to entertain somebody, but like actually listening to the advice of other people, okay? You're going to start meeting people or talking to your friends or family, your spouse, your partner, whatever the case is, and they're going to be telling you things that you might be like, oh my gosh, you tell me this all the time, like, I don't want to do that, or it doesn't resonate with you. Give it a chance this time, okay? Spirit's saying something's going to be different this time around. And then with the King of Pentacles, this is like, okay, so you started with the Page of Pentacles and you're ending with the King of Pentacles. So there's a progression here, especially with it being next to the Nine of Wands. You are almost at what you need to do to fulfill your soul, okay? You are almost there. You have the ideas, you have everything that you possibly could need to get there. However, you're not utilizing it the right way. You're not reaching out to the right people. You're not networking. You're not taking the right advice. You're overworking yourself, but with no plan, no rhyme or reason. You're just like, I need to get all this stuff done, but you're not really figuring out, okay, what's the best plan of action? What's the best way to benefit me? What's the best way to get my ideas out there? What's the best way for me to get this Ace of Cups energy? Okay, this is complete happiness. Your cup is full. You're celebrating. You're excited. You're happy. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to pull from my Divine Tarot deck. Right off the bat, Page of Cups in reverse. We're feeling reluctant. Page of Swords in reverse. Wow. Okay. Lots of pages here, guys. Lots of new ideas. The Queen of Coins in reverse. So you can have somebody who's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or a maternal woman, or just a female this month come to you with great ideas, great points of view, help spark your creativity, try and give you guidance. Be open to that. You're going to have a lot of new relationships, a lot of new ideas coming this month as well. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So this is telling me that you guys are focusing too much on the lack and you're working from a place of lack, meaning you're saying, well, I don't have X amount of money. I don't have the job that I want yet. I don't have a job in general. I don't have the house that I want. I don't have the relationship that I want. But instead of thinking, okay, I want blank. I want my dream job. I want to be a freelance artist. I want to tap into my spirituality and become a big YouTube tarot reader. But instead of thinking that and then making a plan to actually succeed at that, you're just over here with all these ideas. For example, with the YouTube channel, okay, I'm going to make a YouTube, I'm going to make a blog, I'm going to make an Instagram. Great start. I'm going to post some photos with inspirational quotes. I'm not going to research, astrology. I'm not going to get new tarot decks. Not that you need to buy new tarot decks. However, it does help when you have multiple decks that you can use. I'm not going to practice my tarot. I'm not going to set aside time to meditate so I can prepare for my tarot readings. I'm not going to ask people to share my link. Do you see where I'm going with that? So you guys have great ideas, but instead of thinking of exactly what you want and implementing a plan to get to that point, you guys are just doing a crap ton of stuff for nothing. So going back to the YouTube thing, you are posting all these quotes and you're trying to make your website look really great, and maybe you have one tarot deck that you keep pulling cards from, but you're reading from the book and you're not trusting your intuition. You're not asking your friends who also do this for guidance. You're not trying to figure out what's the best way to market yourself. You're doing all this work that isn't really benefiting you, essentially. Okay, so let's see what else the Oracle Medicine deck has to say. For pile 3, what do you need to tell them for March 2021? Spirit, pile 3. Thank you. Wow. Okay, I am present. 1 and 5, 15, gives you a 6. 6 is asking you to look at what needs to change, what should be different, what needs to give. Okay, the cosmos, they're asking you what in your day-to-day life, what in your practice has to change in order for you to become that successful person that you want to be. And wow, guys, wow, bottom of the deck, divine masculine. You have the divine pair right here, divine masculine, divine feminine. 1 and 1 is a 2. 11's a master number. So you have 1 and 11. 11 is extreme spiritual giftedness, protection, divine guidance. Okay, you guys, maybe this deck is very, very heavily spiritual and they want to use their spirituality to help other people through their work, no matter what the modality is, no matter what the medium is. And Spirit's saying you can do that, but you need to start thinking of what is the best plan of action here, okay? Or maybe you're not tapping into your spirituality enough. And I understand it can be very scary in the beginning because you're unsure. Light a white candle. Wear protective jewelry. Have stones. Okay? Meditate and Meditate and imagine yourself surrounded by a white light. Ask your guides to come in. Ask that only messages from the divine light and the divine beings come through. Okay? There's a bunch of things. This is what I mean. Start researching what are some ways to spiritually protect yourself while doing tarot readings, while doing blank. If you're an artist, maybe you want to make your own tarot deck. Maybe you want to do commissions with spirituality. Maybe you're a Reiki healer. Maybe you want to create your own retreat, something like that. Something that's, you want to do something that has to do with spirituality. And Spirit's asking you're focusing a lot on one thing with that 4 of Cups, going back to that card. Look at all of your options. Learn as much as you can. Don't settle for just one thing. Like for me, I started off with tarot through a medium. She told me I was gifted and I'm going to be a healer. Buy a tarot deck and practice. I said, okay. Got my tarot deck, started reading people. I didn't just settle for the tarot. I went through astrology. I went through meditation. I started learning about breath work with my friends, getting books to read on chakras and aligning your system and manifestation. And I kind of looked at everything that comes along with reading tarot cards. Then I decided to make my Instagram and my YouTube channel, and I looked at how I can, what's the best type of videos to post, what is the best way to market myself, How can I get my message out to as many people as possible? What is it that people do want to hear? You know, I researched it. A lot of this is intuitive, but you need to put the work in and research to get yourself in the most successful area that you can possibly be in. Work smarter, not harder, okay? We're going to finish off with Angel Oracle. The answer, yes. So whatever your question is, whatever you're wondering about, whatever this is all about, yes, it's going to work out. Yes, you're doing the right thing. Yes, this is what you're supposed to be doing. And yes, you need to start working harder. Because I know some of you guys are asking, do I really need to do all this? Do I really need to learn more? Do I need to continue practicing? Yes. Okay, Spirit, one more would be great. Thank you. Wow. Okay, you cannot make this up. Take action. Start making a plan. Start putting yourself in a successful position, in a place where you will succeed. That's insane. All right, bottom of the deck energy here. Don't stop. Spirit is pushing you so hard. They are so excited for you. You are going to make something of yourself from this, with these connections, with these ideas. Helpful people. Okay, I'm just going to keep going here. Helpful people. You're going to make those connections. Don't be afraid to listen to opinions. Even if it's something that you think that you don't need to hear. Alright, lastly, we are going to do the Arcana of Astrology. Spirit, what do we need to know? Final messages for pile 3. Okay, we have Pisces. It's Pisces season in March. You can be a Pisces. You can be dealing with a Pisces. Pisces is also a very intuitive sign. Going within, learning about the occult and spirituality and esoteric. Okay? Pisces is one of the most spiritual signs. You also have a lot of cup energy. Follow that intuition. Tap into that Pisces side, that watery, flowing with the water and moving along in life and looking within. And then you have Leo. Interesting. Creativity. Passion. Okay? Big ego, but I don't mean this in a bad way. Confidence. Be confident in yourself with what you're doing. Trust yourself. Put yourself out there. Be outgoing. You have a lot of creative ideas. The Leos are great in business. One more. Wow, and Aries season. This is when this is all going to happen, okay? Aries, Leo, Pisces. These could be signs that you are dealing with. I don't even have to read from the book with that one. That's pretty clear. Have the ambition and the drive and the go-go energy as an Aries. Make lists like an Aries. Creativity like a Leo. Confidence like a Leo. Networking like a Leo. Intuition like a Pisces, okay? Really take your time and think to get in tune with yourself, okay? See what works best for you, like a Pisces. This is very clear, guys, and I hope that this resonated. I'm so excited to hear what's going to happen for you in March. If this resonates, please let me know. And I would love if you came back and told me what this creative endeavor was, if it ends up working out this month. But I have really, really, really strong positive vibes from this. You guys just need to get your ass in gear. And you already are doing all the right things, but you have to kind of organize yourself. I'm an Aries. I love a list. Prioritize what is going to actually get you where you want to go. Is it practicing with that one tarot deck, or is it going to be meditating and researching? Okay, is it looking for jobs on Indeed, or touching up your resume to send to the business that you really want? And does that make sense? Look at all of your options. Do not settle for one thing just because it seems like it's the best thing. Yes, whatever you're thinking of is going to happen, and take action. You have divine feminine, divine masculine on your side. Okay, you got this, guys. I'm so excited for you, and I hope that you have a beautiful March. Hello, pile 4, and welcome to your reading. This is going to be your March 2021 prediction. Like I said in the intro, we have 1 oracle card and 5 tarot cards. I have a white candle lit just to bring in some positivity and light and abundance to this March. I feel like March is going to be such a beautiful, exciting, creative, abundant month. Like, so much is going to happen between the watery sign of Pisces and the intuition on that end, and then moving into the go, passion, creativity, masculine side of Aries. It's going to be amazing. Okay, so we're going to get started. I'll pull what I have shuffled off camera, and then as I'm going in the reading, I'll pull some tarot and oracle cards on camera. So to start, we have celebration and the number 4. Beautiful. Okay, so there's a lot to celebrate this month. 4 is a grounding energy with home, relationship, family. Okay, so a lot of things can be happening in that. You could be getting engaged possibly, having a baby, moving. This is reminding me of Arizona. Maybe you're traveling. Okay, beautiful energy to start. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, we have the 9 of Cups in reverse, the High Priestess upright, the 5 of Wands in reverse, the 8 of Swords upright, and the Queen of Wands upright. Okay. So there's a lot to celebrate. And whatever you guys are thinking of with the High Priestess, that's most likely what it's going to be. They're saying that you have the key, you know what's going to work, what's going to be the cause of celebration. It's also saying, sacred ceremony on the oracle card. So I feel like maybe you are going to be doing a new moon ritual or a full moon ritual, or you have done one, and whatever you manifested in that time is going to come into form this month. But with the 9 of Cups, I feel like you guys are kind of stressing out because you keep hearing you're almost there, and you're still not there. At least you don't think you are. And Spirit's saying, don't get frustrated. Okay, trust the process and look at how far you've come. Look at from back when you had only 1 cup, then to 2, then to 3, and so on. When you were at 1 cup, you wanted to be right here with the 9 cups, and now you're here and it's still not good enough. Spirit's telling you to keep that positive mindset, keep that outlook, and keep that happiness and celebration vibe going, because when you start to focus on the lack, that's what you're going to manifest, is the lack, okay? 5 of Wands in reverse. This is telling me that we are halfway through a cycle, okay? We are going through a change. We are going through a relationship or a friendship or a career that has this halfway through a cycle. We will see what else that means, but we are growing and we are evolving. With the 8 of Swords, we are definitely in our heads a lot about something, and I think it's because we are going through this evolvement and this spiritual awakening. You can't help but self-doubt and worry and wonder, but Spirit's telling you not to do that. Okay, they're telling you there's nothing to worry. You create your reality. If you think there's lack, there will be lack. Whatever you think will come into form. Whatever you manifest will come into your reality. Okay? You are definitely a Queen of Wands energy. This is the type of person that holds space for other people as the Aries energy, the motivator, the pusher, not in a bad way, but the one that like hypes their friends up and tells them to do something. You're the one that has the creative ideas. You have a lot of passions, but because of this, you have a tunnel vision as well. So you guys think, I want this and I want only that, and it has to happen this way. And if it doesn't happen this way or by that time, you start to overthink and you start to doubt. Okay? So overall, I think this month you're going to be releasing this mindset, and you will end up manifesting what you really want, which will be a cause for celebration. So let's see with the Divine Tarot. Spirit, what does pile 4 need to know? Pile 4, Spirit. Woo, thank you. Jeez. All 3. Okay, and the bottom of the deck. Thank you very much. So, bottom of the deck, we have 9 of Coins. So this is telling me that you've been working hard, just like the 9 of Cups in reverse. You've been working hard and diligent, and this is all your work. It's not like somebody has helped you along the way or has handed you things. You have worked extremely hard. We have the Moon upright. Okay, so there's more to the picture that you realize. You are feeling things intuitively. Maybe you are going through the spiritual awakening, like I said. But Spirit is telling you there's more to the photo. There's more to the picture. You're seeing this much. You need to zoom out in the lens, zoom out in the reality, and see the bigger picture as to why it possibly hasn't happened yet. Okay? We have the Nine of Swords upright. You have a lot of nines and a lot of almost completion. And then the Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay. So, yeah, I definitely feel like we are going through a spiritual awakening, right? And you have started to realize that what you think comes to reality. You have been thinking very intuitively with the Moon, the High Priestess, the Knight of Cups. You've been very intuitive and going with the flow and being positive and spiritual and enlightened and just living your best life. But because that hasn't worked out in your favor yet, or so you think, like I said, look at how far you've come with this Nine of Cups. When you were at the 1, or the Nine of Coins, we were at the 1 and you were at the bottom, right? You've now progressed and you're at a 9. You're almost at the end of this cycle. You need to be thankful for the process, but also not let your ego get in the way. Okay, when you become enlightened and a spiritual being, you end up feeling attacked from all different angles. Okay, you can trigger people in your life because you're speaking your truth, and then that can make you feel like you need to shut down. You can be seeing entities or having negative vibes or negative energies around you, and that can cause you to shut down. Spirit is telling you not to let your ego get in your way, and don't let it ruin the success and the progress that you've made. Okay, let's see what else the Medicine Oracle cards have to say. Yeah, this month is going to be a very big month for spiritually awakening. You guys could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. You can be a fire sign. You can be an air sign. Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We're going through some big changes here, guys. Big changes. But just remember, this is all happening for a reason. You started at the bottom and now we're here. And do not let your ego get the best of you, especially if you're going through a spiritual awakening. It's going to be very easy to fall into that trap. Okay. So we have personal power with the number 20. So Spirit is telling you to speak with your spirit guides, your animal spirit guides. You might have bear in your totem pole. You might have eagle in your totem pole. They want you to step into your personal power by going into nature on hikes. Go barefoot outside and put your feet in the grass and the dirt, okay? Ground yourself. Find your personal power, what makes you happy, what makes you feel the most powerful. Initiation, 16, you add that, you get a 7. 7 is the card of spirituality and guidance and abundance, okay? So you are being initiated. You are going through a spiritual awakening. You might be feeling tired. You might be feeling confused. You might be feeling like time is going by quickly, but then also time doesn't exist and it's a construct and you're like, it's only Tuesday kind of thing. Okay, you're going through a lot right now. You're feeling a lot right now. You're going within yourself and then you're going without. You're going within and then you're going without. You're just feeling a lot. You also have movement forward. 19, you add it, get a 10 or a 1. New beginnings, leadership. You have to take control. Like I said, you can be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini with the air signs. You have the swords. Moving forward has the bow and arrow with air. Okay, we're going through a big change, and you have to be gentle with yourself. You have to understand and move slow. Be forgiving. Take time for yourself. Meditate. Do yoga. Okay, now that I'm looking at this Nine of Swords, you see the girl. She's sitting here, right? She looks like she's meditating. There's smoke going around her. It's almost like she's lost in the ecstasy of spirituality and meditation. And the people on the bottom are crying. This is a very specific meditation or a very specific interpretation. I feel like you are so high on your spiritual awakening right now. You're so within that and you're owning it and you're loving every second of it and you're really getting in tune with your spiritual side, your shadow side. you're going to end up triggering people in your life that don't align with your life purpose, that don't align with your truth, that don't align with where you're going. Those people are going to be triggered. They are going to fight you. They are going to be upset. They are going to blame you for pulling yourself away or making them feel left out or making them feel like you're crazy or whatever the case is. That's not your shit to deal with. Okay? This is very clear from a specific guide. Don't know who it is, but if this resonates, then take it. They said F these people. They don't care about you. They are energy vampires. They are leeches. They don't have any place, nor do they deserve any place in your life, because you are leveling up. You are following your life's purpose. You are following your truth. You are going to meet your soul fam. You are going to succeed. You are going to get where you need to go, and that's that. You don't need people over here who are going to be crying and pissed off because you're happy and you're doing what you need to do. This is very specific, and this person's very passionate about it. I feel like this is a grandfather or a father, like a very paternal figure. Okay? They're saying you need to focus on you. You need to continue doing you and not feeling bad about it. Maybe that's why all these 9s are in reverse. Because you feel like I've been growing. I've been doing so much work, but now I feel like people are complaining about it. They're not accepting me. They're not supporting me. I feel like I'm losing my friends. I'm losing my family. So what? So what? And that's harsh. But once you come out on the other side, you're going to realize the people that left you, the people that judged you, the people that no longer serve you, that you don't have in your life moving forward, you're going to look back and say, thank God that I left them. Thank God they're not in my life anymore. I don't need that negativity. I don't need somebody to gaslight me all the time. I don't need somebody who's going to just ask me questions because they are nosy and they want to use it against me, not because they actually care. I don't need somebody who's going to constantly need to one-up me. I don't need somebody who isn't going to fully support me consistently. Somebody who's going to compare if they're doing better than I am or if I'm doing better than they are. A friend who can't always be happy for you and support you and love you is not a friend. A partner who can't do that is not a real lover. A family member who doesn't support you for who you are and what you believe is not worth it. Okay? Very specific. Alright. We're going to get angel answers. Woo! You guys, man. They're saying when you release this fear of the unknown, the fear of losing people, the abandonment issues, that's part of your shadow work, you got to work on it. When you release all of that, these negative people, these negative mindsets, you are going to have that celebration time. You will be able to feel like you can celebrate and be happy for where you're going. You will be able to move forward. You will be standing in your personal power, and you will be initiated into the next level of spirituality. You guys are very spiritual people, they're telling me. Very in tune, and you know when you're around people, you feel their energy, how they are not serving you, and you don't say anything. And the card that came out is communicate clearly. You have to start standing your ground and not feeling bad about it. And whoever doesn't like it can go take a hike, to be honest with you, okay? You have to stop trying to people please. You have recovery. All right, this isn't going to be an easy process. Meditate, do yoga. That's going to help you get through this, okay? This girl right here with the recovery. Maybe you're going through a loss right now. Look at the guide behind her. Okay, your guides are fully supporting you. Fully. They're supporting you in this, and they say, whoever you feel in your head right now, the names that are popping up, the situations that are popping up, that you think, wow, do I need to let them go? Yes. Let them go. Thank you, Spirit. Get more information. Whoever you're thinking of right now, get more info on them. If you're doubting or hesitant, probably they're not good for you. Okay? Oh my goodness gracious. These guys right now. Alright, and lastly, we are going to do the Arcana of Astrology. It's my new deck. I'm obsessed with it. It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, guys, this month is a huge month for you. You're going to come out of this month and into April a whole new person in the best way possible. And the rest of this year is only up. Okay, the celebration could happen in April with the 4. You might be just celebrating releasing a toxic relationship. You can be going away for work. There's so much happening in your life that you're not even ready. No, you are ready. I shouldn't say that. You aren't even aware of how much good is going to come. Okay? So bottom of the deck is Neptune. I'm going to read from the book for this deck just because I feel like so much can come out of it. There's a lot of wisdom. You have Uranus and Pallas Athena. So just give me a second. So we will start with Uranus. Okay, so Uranus is the rebel. Let me hold it up while I read it. Okay, it is time to do the unexpected. Take a leap in the unknown with the arrival of Uranus. This card is all about rebellion. A little bit can be healthy, liberating even, but a lot can be devastating. The choice is yours and yours alone. Going against the grain in a world that wants us to conform just feels good sometimes. Approach solving a problem from a new angle. Sometimes taking a step back and observing a situation objectively gives you a fresh idea. Imagine if the world's greatest adventurers gave up the first time their ideas didn't work or when their peers called them crazy. We would be missing all of these amazing things that shaped our lives. What contribution can you make to history? Uranus frees you of your limitations and preconceived ideas of what is possible. He is here to liberate you from the bonds of conformity. So what have I been saying? If the person makes you feel crazy, okay? If they make you feel not good enough, release them. And it's saying to go against the grain. This is you going against the grain. This can be a heavy relationship, friendship that you've known for a while, family, that you feel like you can't go against it because it's not the right thing to do. Well, guess what, honey boo boo? You are now a spiritually awakened person. You are going through this process and it's going to suck. It's the most beautiful, amazing process ever, but it's going to suck because you're going to lose people in your life. You're going to be challenged and faced with triggers and shadows and things you don't want to deal with. But when you go through it and you come out of it and you look back, you are going to be so thankful and blessed. Okay, so take every word of this reading because this is a very clear message, and they want me to speak very passionately because they want you to understand that this is worth it. This sucks right now, and this is going to suck, and that's normal. And you're going to go through it, and guess what? It's going to happen again in a few years or a few months, and it's going to suck even more, and you're going to get out of it, and you're going to move on, and you're going to keep becoming stronger and stronger and more enlightened and more in tune and more full of wisdom that you can share with other people. Like-minded people. You're going to meet your soul tribe. You're going to meet the people that really support you and matter to you. All right, let's move on to Neptune. So, Neptune. Now is the time to retreat into solitude and do some self-reflection. A spiritual check-in is the ultimate form of self-care, especially in a world filled with superficial noise. This constant barrage of messages that prey on our deepest insecurities can lead us down a dark path. Neptune can grant you the ability to tune out all the fakery and realign with your universal truth. You can't make this shit up, guys. What calls to you on the highest psychic plane? It could be divinity, it could be beauty, it could be joy, anything. No matter what it is, you can reconnect to it by being still. If you have been engaging in self-destructive behaviors, now this can be negative self-talk, self-sabotaging, or sticking around in a toxic relationship, friendship, or family relationship that you know is not serving you. That is all the same thing. As long as you are living on this planet, you have the choice and ability to better your life. Don't let negative thoughts take that away from you. You have a purpose here, even if you've forgotten it. Neptune is giving you the chance to come back from the brink. Take it. Okay, so Neptune is a big player in your spiritual awakening right now. And now we're going to get into the Pallas Athena. All right, so this stands for the warrior, the fighter coming out of this craziness strong. When Pallas appears in your reading, it is time to make a plan. Weighing the pros and cons of a situation is going to help you in the long run. The physical act of writing your ideas down brings them to life. This helps us to look at the bigger picture. We often think just about our next step, but strategizing further down the line will help ensure our victory. Become a defender of your community. Pallas is not a me energy, it's a we energy. Just like we have to look at the bigger picture of a personal situation, we are also part of the bigger picture in society. Your friends and neighbors may have ideas that can be utilized to benefit everybody. So I feel like this is telling you that whatever you feel like you need to release right now is a me energy, and you need to focus on the we energy. That soul tribe, that soul fam that's going to support you, the unity, the circle, not the one independent leader, okay? We need a circle, a strong supportive circle. Whew. Okay, I hope that resonated. That was very clear, very passionate, and I'm very proud and excited for you guys. Please comment below if this resonated, and I hope that you have the most amazing magical March ever, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Your March 2021 prediction. As I mentioned in the intro, we have one oracle card and 5 tarot cards. So I pre-shuffled these, but I will be shuffling on camera or live other tarot and oracle cards, and I will pull them as we go. I have a white candle lit just for protection and abundance and light in the month of March. And yeah, I'm so excited. This month has had some really interesting energy from the other piles. Very beautiful and very exciting. So I'm excited to give you guys this reading. Let's get started. So we have intention with the number 18. You add that, you get the number 9. Okay, that's almost completion of a cycle. So you guys have been, or will be in the month of March, setting intentions and figuring out ways to better your reality, to move on to the next cycle. Okay, you're doing everything, being present in the moment, being very intentful, being very thoughtful, and that's awesome. You can be a Leo with the pyrite stone in this card, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to be. Okay. So to start off, we have the 5 of Cups in reverse, the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, Judgment in reverse, the Moon in reverse, wow, or sorry, the Moon upright, and the World in reverse. Wow, guys, pile 5. You have very strong energy, okay? You have 3 cards in the light, 2 in the shadow. All 3 are major arcanas, and these 2 are very powerful as well. So with the 5 of Cups, I feel like this is telling me there's just been a lot of emotional conflict, okay? Maybe you're not sure. Maybe you feel confused, lost, overwhelmed, stressed about whatever it may be. And you feel like things are just getting worse, and maybe you feel like that is why you had to start putting intentions in and setting intentions, because you feel like everything was kind of just smacking you in the face and happening all at once, and it's been pretty overwhelming. Okay, then we have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is telling me that there's an option or a choice that needs to be made. You're trying to balance everything right now and trying to make it look effortless. But it's been very stressful, and there's been a lot of triggers. You guys have been very triggered this month, and you just feel like you came to this reading needing guidance, because you're like, okay, I'm being thoughtful, I'm being intentional with what I'm saying, what I'm doing, or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe you're not, and this is swallowing you whole, and Spirit is telling you to become more intentional with what you're saying. Think about what you're saying. That becomes your reality. That's what you become and what you start to think. Okay? Judgment in reverse. This is telling me that you guys are refusing to make a decision about something. Okay? This can be about, I'll hold it upright so you can see the art. So as you see here, it's a phoenix. To me, this is a phoenix coming out of the fire. Okay? You're in reverse. So maybe you feel like you're in this fire. You're refusing to see a situation for what it is, and you're having a lot of trouble making a decision about what to do next. With the Moon, you guys can be extremely intuitive. You can be a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. It has been Pisces season. You might have been in your feels, been very in depth with the Pisces energy. And that's what's making you unable to make a decision, because I have heavy Pisces in my chart. Pisces is a very indecisive sign. very emotional sign, okay? So I can understand why you've been feeling this way. But the moon's also telling me that there's a lot more to come. There's a lot more to the picture. There's things that are going to happen that you don't even know yet. And to just try to illuminate, shed light on what you are unsure of, okay? Ask questions. The world in reverse at the end is telling me that you guys are almost at the end of a cycle, okay? But with it being in reverse, that means that you guys aren't quite ready for this next step yet. And that could be because you haven't made a decision. That could be because you're not emotionally or spiritually ready for this next step. But I feel like whatever this step is a very, very big step. And you will get it. You will become ready for it. But in this current moment, right now, this present time, it's not going to happen. Let's see. I'm going to pull from my Divine Tarot deck. Get some extra guidance. So pile 5, my pile 5 viewers, what do they need to know? Some clarifiers for pile 5. Thank you. Okay, the 5 of coins upright. So we have a fear of abandonment, a fear of disappointment, loss, not being good enough, failure. That could have an influence on our decisions or why we feel so overwhelmed. We're trying to be perfect or be the best that we could possibly be, and you're driving yourself crazy because you're trying to achieve perfection, and that's not possible. The Chariot in reverse. So like I said, you guys can be Cancers, but this also represents the lack of movement forward. We are very stagnant, pile 5. You feel like your life isn't really going forward. It's not going where you want it to go. Why? What can you do differently to get it where you want it to be? Thank you. I'm going to take these two because they both flew out. And they're both Wands. So we have the King of Wands, again with the Phoenix, and the 6 of Wands. So this is telling me that there's definitely going to be cause for celebration. Okay? There's definitely going to be something to celebrate. You guys just need to start clearing your head a little bit, okay? Erasing the negative self-talk. Okay, bottom of the deck is 2 of Swords. So you guys are definitely overthinking it. You're definitely in your head self-sabotaging and holding yourself to the standard that's not really realistic, okay? You guys don't need to be perfect at whatever the situation is. You don't need to make the perfect decision. Just take a moment and think, what is best for me right now? What do I need to do? Ask your guides, ask yourself, okay? And whatever your intuition's telling you, be very intentional with that question. Okay, so literally take time out of your day to go into your room, sit in the silence, or put music on in the background, meditation music, and think. What do I need to do? What's the right way? What is the right path? What should I be doing? What choice should I make? Okay, you have 2 things in your head right now, and it's going to push you to which way you should go. And I think you guys are not trusting your intuition or yourself enough, and you're, like I said, you're too busy worrying about being a failure or disappointing somebody or not being good enough, and that's holding you back. You're holding yourself back. Once you ask that question, or once you just look within yourself, you'll find that answer. You'll be able to make that decision, and then you can move forward and have the 6 of Wands celebratory energy. Okay? So this month, you guys definitely need to start looking within, trusting yourself, and releasing negative self-talk. Words are everything, guys. Thoughts are everything. You are creating this reality for yourself, so change it. Change the curve in your thought process, in your mindset. Card, you have celebration. So like I said, cause for celebration will be happening soon. You have a 4. You can make this decision this month, and then you can see the reward right after. Okay, you have 3 cards that popped out, so I'm just going to go with it. So we have cleansing, black tourmaline, and the feather with the number 6. What needs to be released? Look at what needs to be, what needs to change, okay? Protect yourself, light a white candle, sage, cleanse your space. You could be dealing with other people's shit in your head and you're not thinking clearly because you're kind of taking on everybody else's stuff. Reflection with the number 22, that's a master number. Extreme spirituality, spiritual guidance, very special. You guys have a lot of gifts. Okay, you have a lot of opportunity and a lot of purpose on this planet. Reflection, maybe you have a friend or a partner that is like your mirror, and you can be triggered with this 5 of coins, and that is causing you to not be able to make a decision. And then we have the divine masculine with the number 11, which is also a master number. You could be a sun sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. It's Aries season. Aries is very masculine. Masculine energy. They like to get things done. They're the doer. They're not really the ones to think things through. They kind of just act. They're not the ones to be empathetic about something. I mean, we can be, but they're very just, okay, I want it, I'm going to get it, and that's it. Like, they don't have to think about it. They don't lily-dally around the idea. They just do it. So Spirit is telling you, if you want this celebration, first off, start by cleansing your space, protecting yourself, okay? Taking that step back, looking within, asking yourself that question. Reflect. What needs to change with that number 6? What needs to be different? What can I do differently? This might help with the rhodonite. If you have a piece, hold it. If you have a piece of black tourmaline, hold it. Red jasper, hold it. Okay? Meditate with these stones. Tap into that divine masculine to make that decision. Maybe you're tuning your divine feminine. Be very intentional with your thoughts and what you're saying and your actions, guys, because this month, it's a very big month for manifesting. It's a very big month to make your reality, your dreams a reality, your manifestations a reality. And if you're not utilizing that to the best advantage for you, if you're being kind of negative or down or not really owning this energy in the best way that's conducive for you, then you're going to have that 5 of coins energy. Okay? So we're going to ask our angels what we need to know. So Spirit, what does pile 5 need to know? Even as I'm speaking, I feel very like bleh, very tired, and it's not because you're the last pile. I think I'm picking up on some of your energy. I feel like I don't know what to say. I feel like I'm very unsure of what to do, what to say. We don't like this energy, okay? Aries season's not going to deal with it. Pisces might have, and that was a good time for reflection, but now we're going to get our butts in gear, tap into that divine masculine, make that decision, and move forward with our lives, right? Right. So, thank you. All right, ask your angels for guidance. Ask yourself that question. Ask them what you should do next. Tap into that side of yourself. Maybe you've been getting messages from your angels, like angel numbers, or seeing them in your dreams. There's no need to worry. Okay, so your angels are telling you, make that decision. You are leaning towards one way, but then you're saying, well, what if it doesn't work out? What if this? What if that? No, there's no need to worry. And the bottom of the deck, we have in the near future. So you will be making that decision soon, within this next month. You will be seeing the reward or the repercussions from that in the near future. Okay, and there will be a cause for celebration very soon. All right, lastly, we're going to pick from our Arcana Astrology deck. And then we'll close out this reading. So pile 5. What do they need to know for March 2021? Thank you, Spirit. Wow, we got 3 cards. Okay. So, we have the 6th house energy. We have Mars, which is going to be the month or the planet that's ruling Aries, and a full moon. Beautiful energy, guys. All right, I'm going to read from the book. I like to read from the book with this deck just because there's so much wisdom within these cards in this book. So we will start with the 6th house. Okay. So, the realm of health and habits is ruled by Virgo. It is ruled by Mercury. You can be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And it has to do with work. Okay, so maybe you're thinking of a decision that has to do with work, your career, what to do next, what to do moving forward. You're not sure exactly where to go. You might be trying to pursue something on your own, switching positions, switching jobs. Okay, it says, while the 5th house is all about fun, the 6th house card is a sign that it's time to get back to work. Putting off completing your to-do list just results in a longer list. It's better to get ahead so you don't overwhelm yourself later. Look for ways to streamline or switch up your routine to keep things from getting too stale. The 6th house can also mean that something is going on with your health. If you have been neglecting your body, now is the time to try to reconnect with it. Whether it is changing your way of eating or trying different exercises, this card is the boost of confidence that you need. Okay, so I feel like this is also kind of playing off of intention, the 5 of coins, and cleansing. Be intentional with what you're eating, what you're doing, how you're treating your body, what you're saying about yourself. Maybe you're feeling like crap. Maybe you're not eating the best. Maybe you're not working out. Cleanse your body. Cleanse your space. Cleanse your soul. Okay? Making yourself feel good and making yourself feel happy is only going to benefit you. All right, now we're going to get into Mars. The leader. Symbols: woodpecker, wolf, spear, laurel, and red. So if you're seeing any of those, then this is also very relevant for you. The appearance of Mars can mean you need to be more confident in a situation. If you have been sitting on the sidelines watching everyone else get the things you want, now is the time to step up. We know that being overly pushy and combative is damaging, but being a spectator in your own life is just as bad. This is going back to the decision making, okay? You guys have to make the decision. You have to own it and stop doubting and stop stressing. There's no need to worry like your angels are telling you. We know that, read that. Put on a brave face even if inside you are terrified. Strength comes in many different forms. Mars can also mean we are suffering from tunnel vision. I'm pretty sure I said that in this reading, so thank you, universe, for that clarification. Putting all your focus into one thing isn't healthy. Whether it's a romantic partner, your career, or a hobby, letting your other commitments fall by the wayside damages them in the long run. If you need a push to physically start something, the red planet can give you a boost of energy, but be sure to actually follow through on what you begin. So you guys can be an Aries, because Aries love to start things and not finish them. There's also a decent amount of fire or Aries energy with the Mars and the celebration card. The 2 of Swords has fire, the King of Wands, the 6 of Wands, the Divine Masculine, and so on. So let's see with the full moon. So, the full moon. You have reached full illumination with this phase, and everything you've been working towards reaches the climax. This is where you realize that the journey is only half over. What goes up must also come down. The positive cannot survive without the negative. That is just a fact of life. The plant you grew will soon begin its decay and subsequent death, and this is okay. This is all part of its purpose. Seeing and acknowledging our faults is the best thing we can do for our development. While it can hurt when we see our shortcomings, acknowledging them takes away their power. The key word is clarity. So I feel like that is just telling you, full moon for me is representing this whole month for you. You're going to be making decisions and changing and reassessing with the 6, what needs to go, what needs to change. And it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it, okay? So I hope that this resonated with you guys. If it did, please leave me a comment below. I would love to hear. I hope that you guys have an absolutely beautiful March, and I will see you in the next video.